And it's showtime.
It's showtime, I said.
Alrighty.
Stove time.
What?
Is it stove time?
You have very weird hearing. You know that?
I don't have any earrings.
But anyways, yeah. Hello everyone. I'm Jeffrey Turner, aka Mega Jetty 1, and you can bet on that. Now, OG Star Wars either may be running late or may not be able to make it. She's currently on the road. I think she said I expected trip. I think she meant to type unexpected trip. I don't know. But yeah, I'll try and keep this going for a little bit. And if she doesn't show, that's okay. We'll just reschedule. But yeah. Hey, Mar, welcome. Eric Garcia, welcome. No sound. Oh, yeah, I'm doing okay. I got the sound now, I think. I'm doing okay. How are you guys doing? But yeah, so far it's a new year and I'm still kicking. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and take it one step at a time, get my story done, and hopefully, hope everything goes well. Lip reading, not really your thing, but hi again. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I don't know what the situation is. I mean, yeah, I turned the light on just a little while ago because it is getting darker now than it was a little while ago. But yeah, don't know why there's no sound on your end. I'm sorry if that's the case, but sorry about the other day when everything the Star Wars stream was just mad. Oh no, that's understandable. I mean, everyone gets a little upset about something and all that. So, yeah. There's the sound. Yeah, okay. Yeah, probably just a few seconds I started without sound because, yeah, I try to keep it, I try to keep volume down when I first start streams because then I have to turn the sound off on the YouTube end because this way, I don't end up having an echo on the feedback. So yeah, but yeah, just doing my best to get by and whatnot. I'll after this stream, I might be doing a Battlefront 2 stream with at dawn a little later, but because I know that usually he tries to do his streams at like 8 o'clock. So but not tonight. He won't be able to. But yeah, if I'm going like around 9ish, then he'll join in. Oh, you turned your headset off accidentally while sitting down. Oh, I hate when that happens, because I mean, sometimes when I put the headset on and I'm not hearing anything, I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on? But then it turns out it's really my fault because the darn thing isn't plugged in fully. Hate when that happens. Yeah. But yeah, how was everyone's Christmas and New Year's? Or just holidays in general? Because at first I wasn't really feeling all festive leading up to Christmas, but by the time I came on, it's just I just did my best to go through with it, and it turned out to be very pleasant. Oh, that's good. But and yeah, I did my best to be happy and cheerful, despite the fact that it just wasn't as festive as it used to be when I was younger. But then again, that's what happens when you get older, I guess. Things change. But then when you finally do have kids, you have to get back into the spirit of things. I still haven't got kids yet, so yeah, I guess that's a little bit of a downside there. Hey, Kermit the Log, welcome. Everyone, we got a celebrity in the chat. We have the Log. Nah, just teasing. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you too. The switch is on for the stupid place and if you stand up, the switch is at knee length. Yeah. Oh, be right back. Okay. And so, Kermit, Miss Pigging, you giving a hard time? And how's Snowdub doing? I know that he tried to get on to at Dawn's stream last night, but yeah, I mean, it was like the notifications wouldn't pop up for him. He had to find out the hard way. Ugh. Why does YouTube do this to us, you know? Why is it that it's usually a half hour or even a whole hour or even several hours after the video or the stream starts that we get the notification? Oh, you give her a hard time. Snowdub's cool. That's good. But yeah, and so when is the next Bigot and Ribbit show? And I forget. I try to keep track. Hey, Annihilus, welcome. Yeah, OG Star Wars hasn't shown up yet. She's on the road at the moment, but yeah, I'll just try to keep this going until either she shows up or if not, you know, we'll just reschedule. But yeah, it's just, you know, it happens. Sometimes unexpected change-ups come out. But yeah, the Bigot and Ribbit show is hilarious. I like watching you guys. So when's the next one coming up? Won't be coming on stream today as much as you want to. Oh, okay. Well, but at least you're here in the chat, you know? I mean, that's as much coming on as actually being part of the panel, in my opinion. I mean, the chat is just as important as the people you're interacting live with. That's my philosophy. But yeah, yeah, we're gonna talk Star Wars. I actually took the time to actually write a list to keep on topic of things, so this way I don't completely make it all up as I go along. We'll get the first one obviously out of the way, Rise of Skywalker, and then, or as I like to call it, Rose of Soywoker. Then The Last Jedi, and then The Force Awakens, and then we can go about the lore talk, because that seems to be the one thing that most channels tend to forget about to talk about, or just not talk about. They want to talk about the goings on in the present and not the overall lore of things. Rows of seizures. Yeah. Oh, trying to rest your voice this weekend, still coughing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, oh, tonight at 8 or 9. Awesome. But yeah, I'll definitely try to make it in time. I mean, I'll probably start streaming my game stream with at dawn, probably around 9 o'clock ish, since the usual 8 o'clock is not you know, probably not a no-go for tonight. The demise of Skywalker. Yeah. Oh boy. Rise of Palpatine. Exactly. I will say that. I mean, if really if you're going to accept anything of this darn Disney Star Wars as canon, accept that she really is a Palpatine and that she really is no better. She may be a light side affiliate, but she really is the villain, just like her grandfather or father, whatever the gene pool has it where they're concerned. I mean, is he her grandfather or is he her father? I don't know what it is. Because I didn't see the movie, but I don't want to see it. I already had my love of the Star Wars tainted by The Last Jedi, and I don't want any more. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So yeah, I just feel like some people tend to talk mostly about the current timings of Star Wars and not as much about the lore as they used to. Because I mean, I remember when Disney did buy out Star Wars and The Force Awakens did come out. You know, there were all these big resurgence of channels like Geeks and Gamers, Dash Star Wars Theory. They all gave us some in-depth knowledge of lore, some of which most people were not familiar with. And I liked that, you know. That's one of the things that inspired me to do Terminator lore. But yeah, basically the lore seems to be overlooked nowadays because everyone wants to talk about the new stuff, the here and now, the behind the scenes nonsense. I mean, I like to watch some of the behind the scenes interviews behind the making of the original Star Wars and even Indiana Jones and whatnot, but I try not to get so in depth with it that it ends up ruining the experience. And unfortunately, that's how people are nowadays. I mean, I understand we want to talk about how bad Hollywood is, how bad studios are nowadays and whatnot. But seriously, let's get back to what's important. Talking about what we love about the franchise, not about just about what we hate about it. Am I right or am I right? Or am I wrong? Please tell me, be honest. Whew. But yeah, I mean, the lore tends to get overlooked for the current goings on in the world. Oh, I'm right. Okay. But yeah, I just try my best to, you know, keep things as you know, grounded in what we love and less about you know, about what we want to hate. You know, I know that sounds like the Rose line, and the Rose line would be good if it wasn't filmed so damn horribly. I mean, seriously, bitch, you crash into your best friend trying to save him, and you condemn the whole resistance you're fighting for in the process, and you say we're gonna win not by destroying what we hate, but by saving what we love, and then you kiss a guy who has no chemistry with you whatsoever, you condescending bitch. Bitch, please. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, I mean, Rose, she could have been a good character if she'd just been handled better. I mean, she was talking down to a lot of people and then acting like she's morally righteous and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, if anything, I think what would have been better for her character was if it was she saved Finn in order to doom the resistance deliberately, because she was the traitor. She was the one feeding information to the First Order, and that explains how they were able to track them and whatnot. That would have made more sense. And not to mention, you know, Kelly Marie Tran is an attractive woman, and they made her look ugly in the movie. So you could have done like a reverse, what is that show? Ugly Betty?
You talking to me?
Yeah. What is that show? Ugly Betty?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could have done like a reverse Ugly Betty, where she was an ugly, good person, but then she turned into a sexy, attractive, beautiful, evil person. You know, you could have had her be like this ugly freedom fighter who then turned into a sexy dictator type. It would have been good. But yeah, I mean, you could have done that. Reverse Ugly Betty with Rose Tico, and they screwed it up. I mean, it makes sense, you know. Her sister that she loved died for the resistance, and she would probably feel some begrudging behavior toward the resistance that she was fighting for that. You know, as much as she wanted to honor her sister's sacrifice, she didn't like that the resistance got her sister killed. And so she blamed them and chose to betray them to the First Order. Because, I mean, that's the thing. Lately, we've been seeing the same thing over and over again. Someone betrays either the Empire or the First Order and then defects to the resistance / rebellion. We never saw someone betray the resistance or the rebellion to join the Empire. Hey, Tommy, welcome. Hey, Jesse Miller at the Crow's Nest. Welcome, dude. Yeah, OG Star Wars is running behind at the moment. Unexpected road trip. So I'll try to keep this going. And if she doesn't come on, maybe in an hour by 6 o'clock, then I'll just reschedule. But overall, yeah, this is just me talking about things to, you know, keep the stream going and whatnot for the time being. But yeah, as I was saying, I mean, whatchamacallit. Yeah, I mean, we see mostly the good misunderstood people betray the resistance but betray the Empire or the First Order to join the resistance or the rebellion, but we never see someone just betray the good guys to join the evil side. At least, I mean, other than Anakin Skywalker, of course. Just talk about why do I think they should add Padme into Battlefront. Time filled. Absolutely. I mean, that's another thing, too. I mean, going on the topic of Battlefront. I mean, Battlefront, I like the original games. I like the original Battlefront 2 a little bit more. But I do appreciate, because I do appreciate the first one as well. And then the new Battlefronts by EA. I mean, the first one looked great because of the graphics. I mean, that teaser trailer where you're a rebel running through Echo Base, in first person, and then eventually you come across Vader on the battlefield, and then you see Luke come out to save them. That was badass. That was a good trailer. But yeah, and Battlefront 2, finally gave us a story, albeit not a greatly told one, but not a horrible one either. I mean, it's just the same run-of-the-mill Imperial betrays the Empire to side with the rebellion and whatnot. It's the only Star Wars you do anymore. Yeah. I would recommend, Jedi Fallen Order, because, from what I've seen, that is a good game. Probably the one good story-driven Star Wars story we've gotten. But yeah, I mean, Battlefront 2, it started off bad. It was incomplete. I mean, yeah, it had a story, but it had incomplete multiplayer stuff. But, over time, over the few years since its release, it's gotten better. They gave us new skins, they gave us new characters, and also new maps, new fighters and whatnot. But the one thing they never gave us was the same thing they didn't give us in the original LucasArts Battlefront games. They never gave us Padme. I mean, you gave us Han, Luke, Leia, Anakin, Obi-Wan, Vader. Yet you never, hey, you even gave us Chewbacca, but you didn't give us Padme? What the hell, people? Padme's just as important. She's the mother of the Skywalker twins. And so, yeah, I mean, Padme keeps getting overlooked. I know that there was a beta for a Battlefront 3 before the Disney buyout, and there were plans to put Padme in that one. I think there was actually a means where you could start off on the ground, then you can get in a starfighter, fly around in the atmosphere of the planet, and then you can go up beyond the atmosphere and actually into the enemy ships and whatnot. It was like making it more realistic in that attempt at the game. But freaking Disney bought out the whole damn company, and most of the good titles that were in the process of being made got canned. Shit canned. And so, yeah, now we just got 3 remakes of 2 great games under the EA banner. But they've been trying, even though they are considerably the worst company in America, or at least gaming company in America, they have been making up for it with how they've been handling Battlefront 2. Hey, Riot Kitty, missed the opportunity with the title. Talking OG Star Wars with OG Star Wars. Okay, I'll definitely consider that. You can't have Padme. Geesh, headshot her, then teabag, and suddenly your fun turns into a hate crime. Ugh. Exactly. That's what makes it so boring. There's never any stakes. Yeah, I mean, we've seen, as I was saying, we've seen the usual story of someone betray the bad guys to join the good guys, but I think Rose abandoning the good guys to join abandoning the good guys to join the bad guys would have been a good, writing for the character. She could have filled in for Phasma after Phasma's demise. But yeah, we didn't get that. In the original Battlefront 2, you could have a galaxy map where you took over planets. That's like Risk. Yeah, a galactic conquest. And I think that would have been a great addition. I would think that would be a great addition to the new Battlefront 2, because I mean, don't get me wrong, capital supremacy is good, but Galactic Conquest, come on. And yeah, I mean, you could have it where you fight above in space above the planet, but if you can't get past the defenses, you can't invade the planet and whatnot. That was a good thing, you know. Padme can be in Battlefront 2. She does wield a blaster pistol, exactly, but and then it's just a matter of what special abilities she has to differentiate her from Leia, because like her daughter, she does have, you know, a blaster pistol, and then, you know, dress in fancy clothing. The difference, I think, is that, you know, they, as Jesse said, Leia comes off as more of a healer, so Padme can be more deceptive. I mean, we all love Padme. She's nice, she's noble, she's idealistic, but she does have a deceptive side. The whole handmaiden disguise thing. I'm thinking maybe Padme can Jesse came up with the idea. I'm just, you know, going on with it. One of her special 3 abilities can be deception. Basically, she like taps on a wrist computer or something, and then she's like a hollow projector or projection is around her, and then she can she looks like one of the opposing team members, and she can slip into their ranks and attack them while they think that she's one of them, you know? So that way it'll definitely be the perfect catch them off guard type of tactic. Queen Majesty, get insta dodge. But yeah, and another idea would be maybe senatorial morale. Like maybe she, you know, does the whole fist pump thing, and then anyone in the vicinity of her is like temporarily invulnerable to harm. Like they can be resistant for a limited amount of time. Hey, welcome back. Hologram decoys. Yeah, exactly. What else? Let's see. Deception, morale boost. What's another good ability for Padme to wield in Battlefront 2? I mean, don't want to give her the ability like Leia of a heavy blaster. I do think Padme's blaster should be the chrome silver pistol that she used in the end of the movie, and because I mean we already have the typical Naboo trooper blaster for officer types. So give Padme the silver blaster. Hey Scott, welcome. Yeah, still waiting on OG. Let's see. Yeah, she said, hello, I'm currently on the road. I expected trip. I think she meant, I don't know if she meant to say unexpected trip or if she expected it to go on a trip. But either way, you know, I'm just keeping this going for a bit. So this way, and if, you know, if she doesn't make it, then that's okay. We'll just reschedule. And then I'll just retitle I'll just title the next one Take 2. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, what else? That's 2 abilities, like I said. Deception and morale boost. What would be a third good ability for Padme in Battlefront 2? I'm thinking, It said that in The Rise of Skywalker that Leia died. Yeah. Personally, she should have died in like the last movie, because this way they don't have to milk the dead cow, so to speak. Oh, Henry's outside, bud.
Is he?
Yeah. Or at least he was, but I think he's heading back inside.
Now you tell me.
Well,
Jackwagon.
yeah, I'm in the middle of something, and I thought you would have heard it.
I didn't, dear. My head was turned.
Of course it was.
Cheering.
There he is. Oh, bad arse grenade. That could work. Maybe
I'm all out of traits.
maybe she could have the imploder grenade. I mean, I like that, you know, because I mean that was one of the things I liked about Battlefront 1, even though I haven't played it. I only got Battlefront 2 because that's what everyone was playing online and streaming. But yeah, I do like the imploder grenade. It's a good addition to Star Wars lore. I mean, usually, you know, you get thermal detonators and flashbangs, but to have a grenade that actually pulls you toward it and then blows you up, I like that. So yeah, I think that would be a good third ability for Padme. Give her the imploder grenade. I'm sure there's got to be some kind of joke in there somewhere, but I can't think of it at the moment. But what else? Aww. But whatchamacallit? Nope, she hasn't. Oh. What else? Yeah. Anyone think Ahsoka should be brought to Battlefront too? Someone wanted to see me.
You the camera? Can you see the camera?
My neighbor's dog wanted to see me.
I don't have any treats.
Sorry, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
He loves us. Not gonna play that game until they bring Darth and Jar Jar. I'm sorry, I don't think this is gonna happen. I mean, sure, I would have liked to have seen that happen. It was Misa, Annie. It was Misa all along. Trying to do a Vince McMahon Stone Cold. It was me, Austin moment with Darth Jar Jar. But yeah, I mean, I accept Jar Jar as he is. You know, he was just a clumsy oaf who wanted to help. But his best efforts were just making things worse. But then one time when he wasn't even trying, that's when he actually succeeded. Because I mean, I can relate to Jar Jar with that. You know, I'm a clumsy oaf a lot, and so I can relate to Jar Jar. That's why I never hated him. I don't understand why people hated him. That or they just did not get him. They just couldn't relate to him like I did. It was me, James. Yeah. But what else? Yeah, but does anyone think Ahsoka does anyone think Ahsoka should be brought to Battlefront 2? Because I know that, I mean, obviously, if they do that, they'll have to bring in Asajj Ventress to balance it out. But if we do bring in Padme, who on the villain side of the prequels should be brought in to balance out with her? But then again,
Yeah, I think so. I think it's gonna be like
yeah, I tend to talk like my Mima sometimes. I mean, my Mima, she was from New York. God forbid. But yeah, essentially I think I don't know if there's anyone. Oh yeah, bring Jango in to balance out with Padme. Because I mean, we got Boba, so why the hell don't we have Jango Fett? I mean, yeah, we had Jango Fett in the original Battlefront too. Why not in this one? And also, we got to get Mace Windu in it. But I don't know about Aayla Secura. I mean, I liked her in the original Battlefront 2. But yeah, I mean, it seems like Ahsoka is more popular. So replace you if you can't put Aayla Secura in, then replace her with at least with Ahsoka. So yeah, have Asajj Ventress balance out Ahsoka. Have Jango balance out Padme. Who would you bring in to balance out Mace Windu? Jumanji. Good one, Tommy. Good one. Lightsaber Emperor, yes. Because I mean, I don't know why the Emperor didn't have his lightsaber and you shot Force lightning. I mean, it's almost weak against the lightsaber wielders. Or maybe they can differentiate and have him be, yeah, they could differentiate, call him Darth Sidious, not the Emperor Palpatine. So that way you can differentiate between the prequel version and the sequel and the original version. Yeah, young Palpatine, yeah. And you can also have him wielding 2 red lightsabers. Like in the Clone Wars when he went up against Maul and Savage Press. What else? Oh yeah. Under the story of Battlefront 2, I do like, Iden Versio. I think it's a good character, good story. I just feel like I do agree with everyone that they just rushed the whole her defecting to the rebellion. I think that they Ahsoka Ventress for Amidala. Oh yeah, I forgot about Aura Singh. She could be in it as well, since they want to promote female empowerment and whatnot. Aura Singh was an evil bitch. I mean, she was a bounty hunter, but she was pure evil. At least with Jango and Boba, there was some redeeming qualities. But Aura Singh, she was... The only redeemable quality of her is her backstory, how she was training to be a Jedi, but then got captured, and she believed that they abandoned her when, in fact, they didn't even know she existed. So, yeah, that's her fault for hating an order that didn't even know she existed.
I'm sure the grits are...
But, yeah, essentially... Aura Singh is an evil bitch. Was anyone else gonna join with me? Yeah, I mean, I could bring people on. I just, I was hoping that OG was immediately available. So yeah, give me a moment. I will. Let's see here. Invites. Nope. Gmail. Okay, where be the thing here? Where be my thing with Scott's? Ah, there we are. Oh. There we go. Highlight. Paste. And paste. And send. Make more noise in there, why don't you?
Do you want to eat, or do you want to take your meals through a straw?
Alrighty.
Let's see how I can mess this up for you.
You do that, you're a dead man.
I love a challenge.
This is what I have to live with.
No, you don't. You have options. Not good ones, but there are still options.
Invite EVS. Okay, I guess I could try that. I mean, I don't know if he'll come on, but okay, I'll give it a try. Let me see. Where is EVS on here? Probably down below. I haven't tried inviting him in a while. Boy. Where are you, EVS? Unless I don't have him on here. I forget. It's been a while. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Do I even have him here on my DMs list? Oh, boy. So many people I'm trying to DM nowadays. I just have a hard time keeping track of them. Sorry about that, everyone. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. No, I don't think I have him on here. Okay, then I guess let me see if I can send a message to him. EVS? Or Ethan Vance Guyver? Or, oh, okay, how about comic artist? Through secrets. Or is he not on here? No, I don't think he's on. Oh no, I don't think he is. I think he. I don't think I have him on my DMs. Now that I think about it, I think. Let's see. Comic artist. No, I don't think I am. I don't think I have him on here because you have to either be followed by them or be following each other in order to allow DM exchanges and whatnot. And yeah, I don't know if I don't think he followed me. I followed him, but I don't think he followed me.
Here's a loss.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get back to this. What have I missed? Unplugged. No. Oh. Still want to know if he sent any cyber frogs to Germany. He'll probably have an easier time doing that and actually giving you your money back. Bribe him with pie. That scam artist still owes you for the cyber frog purchase. He listed your order as refunded, but didn't actually get any money back. Oh. Yeah.
Is that Jeremy?
No, Ethan Van Sciver.
Oh.
And I am still waiting on the code from Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers for some free merchandise.
How was it?
Yeah, well, at least they're good people to interact with, Because, I mean, that's the thing. They may not be the best business-wise, but at least they are good at, actually interacting and reaching out with people. Besides, I kind of, Jeremy's cool because, he helped me out the one time with the financial system. Hey, well, okay. Sorry. Give me a moment. Oh, boy. I am just... This stream ain't going the way I was hoping.
No kidding, right?
Yeah. So how's it going?
That's going. I'm just relaxing, chilling for a bit. I was sort of watching a game. My team's not in there. They didn't make the playoffs, but the other city of Texas, the Houston Texans, made it, but they're down 10-0. So I know Eastside Herald's not liking it. So yeah. But I also was flopping back to Paranormal Activity. I'm sure you've heard that film, right?
Sorry. The name of the film again?
Paranormal Activity. I'm sure you've heard that film, right?
I've heard of it, but I never actually seen it.
Yeah, it was actually on TV. So just curious to see what version was aired. I'm pretty sure it was going to be the theatrical version, but I downloaded like a version before they released in theaters that had a different ending and had like several different scenes in there. So yeah, it was before Steven Spielberg supposedly saw it and gave him some suggestions to filmmakers, and they had to re-edit some stuff and change the ending a bit. So yeah, so there would be a sequel-based ending, which that was the case because it had like 4 more sequels and like a spinoff. He's creating some
that sizzle in there.
Yes, I heard the sizzle. Yeah, I heard the sizzle.
Yeah.
Sizzle.
What is that? Hamburger.
So is it going to be hamburger helper or just hamburger?
Yeah, we're gonna have shells with meat sauce.
Some meat sauce, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's good, but it's been a while since we've had like pasta with butter and garlic, but we'll be having that next time.
Unless you can find some meat to go with it.
Some what to go with it?
They got one of those feral cats. Let's get it.
Ugh.
What?
I rather
like chicken.
No skinning cats.
Sorry.
Even look, cats can be annoying as hell, but they're not. It's not worth it.
Oh, they're annoying.
Grab them by the scruff, yeah, that's fine. That's pretty much the equivalent of the Vulcan neck pinch.
Yeah. Doesn't knock them out though.
Well, it does for a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did you see Rise of Skywalker yet, Jetty?
No, and I don't think I intend to. But I do hear some people say there may have been some good moments despite how bad it was. Is there any truth to that?
Some people have said that. Some people still thought it was better than The Last Jedi. There's no question about it. But
Yeah. Some people think it's worse than The Last Jedi.
I know Jeremy thought it was worse. So I kind of disagree with him on that. It's not a perfect film by any means. It's not technically not a good film. It's okay. I think JJ did the best he could with what he was given to work with. I just know that if anything, he honestly should have just directed it and gotten someone else to write the film.
Hello.
Sorry, you were saying?
I was saying that, if JJ was going to do this, I think he should have stuck to directing. I think he should have gotten someone else to write the film. Like Lawrence Kasdan. I think you should have thrown a shitload of money, and I think he would have done it.
Yeah. But I think Lawrence and JJ are better writers than they are. But then again, JJ's writing is mostly, copying, pasting what came before and whatnot.
Yeah, that's why I said that he just should just directed it, not wrote it.
Or if anything, JJ's a better visual director than he is as overall director, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, lens flares aside, he is good at visually directing things.
Yep.
Because everyone was marveled by that wrecked Star Destroyer shot in The Force Awakens.
Yeah. Definitely has a nice, good eye for visuals. There's no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
But in any case, there's one thing I do like the fact that I don't know if you heard the dialogue, whenever Luke catches the weapon, he basically said a Jedi's weapon deserves much more respect than that. That was like kind of a dig at Rian Johnson almost.
And a righteous dig at that. Because let's not forget, it's not just a Jedi weapon. That lightsaber was his father's lightsaber, and then he used it after his father lost it. He used it to fight his father. He did lose it, of course, but that's only because he needed to make his own lightsaber. But still, that first lightsaber was pretty much the Excalibur of the Star Wars. So, yeah, for him to just throw it over his shoulder, that shows complete, absolute lack of respect for the continuity.
Yep, sure does.
I don't know when.
Yeah, I think Spielberg would have been a bit better at directing these movies because he's friends with George.
Yeah, I'm surprised that maybe he should have given it to Spielberg. I'm sure he would have done a good job of running things.
Yeah, I know that he didn't want to direct any of the prequels because he believed it was George's baby. But still, the moment George sold, maybe he would have been better as the director.
Huh?
Yeah, he gave it to
unless he's retired or something like that.
Correct.
Is Spielberg retired from directing?
I don't think so. He directed Ready Player One.
Oh, yeah. And when did that come out? How long ago?
2018, actually.
Okay. So that's recent. Okay. I know that he was producing the Transformer films or the Bayformer films.
Yeah. Yep.
Take it easy. Bye.
Yeah, the question, why do you have this, comes to mind. Absolutely. Because, why does someone like Rey come to him with this lightsaber that he lost years ago and probably hasn't seen since?
Yeah.
And then there's the other obvious question. If he only went to that island to die, why the hell was he standing on a cliff wearing his Jedi robes instead of what he changed into after he went back to his hut?
According to what Star Wars Theory said, originally in the ending of The Force Awakens, he was originally supposed to be meditating. So maybe he was. I believe JJ definitely had a different, vision and a different look.
Absolutely. Say what you want about the copy paste stuff, but at least he had some respect for the fans and the lore. Yeah,
and I'm sure you heard about the controversy about the JJ cut. He actually went to Lucas to try to at least salvage what he could and try to make an actual good film. It ended up being like a total nightmare, and it almost sounds like an Alien 3. I remember they spent $7 million on sets they didn't even use for that film.
And they started filming before they even had a script ready.
Yeah. And from what I understood, I heard it was Kathleen's decision to bring Palpatine in. JJ should have overruled her and said Plagueis instead.
Mm-hmm. It should. Well, yeah, it should have been Plagueis. I mean, sure, he was only name dropped the one time, but it was a memorable scene. So yeah. I mean, and as far as we know, Palpatine did betray and kill him in his sleep, but most people would think that he just took his lightsaber and stabbed him in his sleep. But instead, as we all know in the novel, he just, used force lightning on him. But we don't know if he actually did die or if he just managed to use enough force power to fake his death and make himself seem dead when he was really just, barely holding on to life. And as the body was being disposed of, he may have ran and hidden while Palpatine thought he was in charge. Because, I mean, after all, that's how Palpatine got beaten in the end. He got beaten at the moment when he thought he had absolute victory.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Haven't you guys heard the news? Freddie Prinze should have done it, as he knows everything about the Star Wars. He is the Gary Stu of Star Wars knowledge since he played Kanan Jarrus. Oh, please.
I'm sure he's just...
Yo, dude.
His wannabe Keanu Reeves impression.
Huh. And here's the thing, I had some respect for him, but now it's just like, it seems like he comes off as like a,
kind of douche.
Yeah. I mean, fine. I mean, fine. If you don't agree with us, that's fine. Don't go insulting us on camera, or even on the internet, for that matter. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. But if you're doing something bad, people are going to call you out on your shit.
Yep.
Too true. Too true.
Yeah, he had it exactly. Fred Jones and Scooby-Doo. I guess the main one they got right was Matthew Lillard as Shaggy, right?
I like the Robot Chicken Scooby-Doo spoof where they actually got the actors from the movie to reprise their roles as they go to Camp Crystal Lake. Yeah, Fred was trying so hard to bang Daphne, and then all of a sudden Jason finds the two of them and he's like, kill her first. Priceless.
Exactly. Freddy should be lucky he has Sarah Buffy in his life, so yeah. He gets to bang shit almost every day. Yeah,
now with how he's behaving, I'm wishing he had been killed off in I Know What You Did Last Summer. I still have those movies.
You enjoy those flicks, eh?
Well, they may not have been great, and they may not have been true to the novel, obviously.
Well,
but in their own unique way, there was something good about them. I prefer the first one more so, honestly. The music.
Jennifer Love Hewitt was a smoking babe back in the day.
Yeah, but I just saw her as, the cute one. I didn't see her as the sexy one at the time.
It was Sarah Michelle Gellar that was the sexy one, huh?
I don't know about that. I mean, I saw her as the popular, beautiful best friend. My mind wasn't as dirty back then. I mean, they say that when you get older, the mind gets a little dirtier. But yeah, I had a more innocent mind back then.
Yeah.
Though I will say the first horror movie I ever did see was The Terminator.
Oh, so technically we're saying that Terminator is definitely a horror film, eh?
Well, I think it is. It was scary. I mean, that scene when he barges into Sarah's home apartment and is getting ready to kill Ginger, that's a terrifying scene.
I guess you can say that, yeah.
And then the scene where after Sarah bumped the pickup truck she was driving into him when he was driving the motorcycle and he fell off the road. The scene where he's like limping across beside the truck, and you're only seeing him from behind and not seeing the front. That kind of has an ominous feeling. And then when he gets in the truck and you see his removed face, and he's like, "Get out!" with a very evil tone. That was like scary. That scared me as a kid.
I hope Carrot Top is fucking fired. I'm tired of his clapping. He needs to go somewhere else and clap and be a cheerleader elsewhere.
Yeah. What Carrot Top?
Well, his name is Jason Garrett, but we call him Carrot Top.
Oh.
The carrot needs to go. The carrot, because anytime believe it or not, you'll see a good majority of the time he'll be clapping, even if we're down by 3 points or we didn't do much on offense. He'll just clap, clap, clap. Hell to you, man. Hell to Brett.
Mm-hmm. Check out the big brain on Brett. Anyone who's seen Pulp Fiction will get that reference. So, speaking of Pulp Fiction, you a fan of it? Open-minded?
You can call me Scott if you want.
I know. I try to flip back and forth every now and then.
Okay. Well, I haven't fully watched it, but I remember liking some of the scenes. I like how Bruce Willis took out that what's his face? When he had the katana, the rapist, the BSDM, the bondage.
Yeah. And then he saved the guy who was going to have him, executed.
Yeah.
And then he got away. So
Yep.
yeah, that was a very, very good scene.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mostly admit I mostly like the scenes with Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, they were pretty good in the restaurant scene.
My favorite scene. Well, you gotta have an opinion. I mean, do you think God really just came down from heaven and boom? Oh man, what the hell? Oh man, I shot Marvin in the face. What the fuck did you do that? Well, I didn't mean to. The gun went off. Man, I see some crazy shit, but this takes the cake. Hey, I didn't mean to. The gun went off. You probably went over a bump or something. Hey man, this car didn't hit no fucking bump, man. That was the best scene to me. Because, I mean, it was just so random, out of nowhere, and it put a crimp in their day.
Yeah, that'll put a crimp in your day pretty easily. But imagine what it did to Marvin. Put a crimp in his head. It was kind of like with those two going back and forth. It was kind of like watching an episode of Seinfeld. It's like a mob movie about nothing when they're going back and forth. It was pretty funny though.
Yeah, because I mean, the dialogue was good. They were actually interacting like actual real people in the opening, just talking about little things like what they call things in Paris and what a pilot is and whatnot. They weren't like doing some expositional shit or some stuff like that. They just, talked like ordinary people.
Yeah. It's Quentin Tarantino.
Oh yeah, Phil Lamar is good. I actually followed him on Twitter.
Oh yeah, Phil Lamar. Gosh, now I know who he is. He was in Free Enterprise. If anyone even knows that film.
I've heard of it. I don't recall seeing it. And if I have, it was like one time and I barely remember. But I know Phil Lamar. He played Marvin, and he's a very well-renowned voice actor. I believe he voiced some characters in like DC superhero shows like Justice League. Don't know if it was Green Lantern or no, it's not. It's not Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor's voiced by the villain of Highlander.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it was whatchamacallit, Jon Stewart's Green Lantern. Stewart.
Oh yeah, he also had a little small. He appeared very briefly in Step Brothers. He was one of the guests that was checking out the house that Derek was trying to sell. It's the part where I think Will Ferrell's character pretended to be dead or something.
Yeah. Jon Stewart, the radio guy. That I'm pretty sure that's a joke that's been thrown around.
What about Jon Stewart?
Oh, Jon Stewart's Green Lantern. He was he's a former ex-military guy who got the Green Lantern ring and protected Earth after Hal Jordan. But yeah, Jon Stewart, he was his name is similar to the radio guy.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
What?
You mean TV guy.
TV guy. Sorry. Well, that's how unfamiliar I am with the actual Jon Stewart. But yeah, let's see now. Been 55 minutes and
Don't know OG.
still no OG at the moment. So yeah, I guess I'll have to rename the stream. But that's okay. I'll try and reschedule it.
How dare she? How dare she not keep her word?
Hey, sometimes life changes plans and all that.
Oh yeah, Brett Lermonth mentioned Mr. Wolf was a good character. Yeah, for the amount of screen time he was in. Hell, that's what AVP Requiem's Predator was based on. He was called Wolf during filming, that's what he was named, and he was based on that character by Harvey Keitel in Pulp Fiction.
There we go. I now edit it, and it is now attempted talking. Attempt at talking Star Wars with OG Star Wars. Well, but yeah, I'll come on. Don't be harsh. Don't be harsh. I'm sure that she wanted. I mean, we planned this a week in advance. So yeah, it just something probably came up unexpectedly.
Well, wow, you planned this a week in advance.
Yeah, it was like a week ago when I saw her streaming, and I was like, I got to get you on. So let's make a plan. So yeah, we scheduled it for today, and because I've been trying to do my whole Star Wars or streaming in general on Saturdays, whether it's Star Wars or just plain streaming. So yeah, I mean, I've just wanted to, get to know fellow members of the Fandom Menace like OG Star Wars, and figured why not help her out and all that.
Yeah. I think I noticed her on Rosetta Stream or something. Or I think that's where I first noticed her. I think. Was it someone else? I don't remember.
There we go. Save.
I do have a Blu-ray coming my way. I don't know when it's going to be coming. It's a 4-film collection of House, not to be confused with the TV series House, but it's like horror anthology stories called House.
Huh.
It always revolves around a haunted house. But the stories are different from each other. Except for the fourth one, it actually tries to connect itself to the first. But
yeah, I'm actually anxious for Tuesday. Actually, finally, Terminator Resistance comes out in the U.S., and I'll be getting it for the PS4 and then streaming it on my TechCom channel.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people play the game on whoever got it around the world. Because obviously it came out in the UK and in Australia back in November. But yeah, I mean, it was supposed to come out here in the States December 7th or December 10th. And it got delayed until, January 7th because apparently there was some distributing issues or something like that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, they finally got that cleared up. So Tuesday it'll come out. I'll get it and then stream it, and yeah.
Yep.
And I'll also review it as I play it because I mean, like I said, I'm already familiar with the story and the gameplay. I just want to give my thoughts on it as I play. So this way, I can point out some of the details that in the story that sort of make no sense.
Okay. But I was going to ask, how do you feel when other YouTubers, make fun of YouTubers or at least insult them? What do you think about that? Why do you think people do that sometimes?
Well, poking fun is one thing. Insulting is another. That's my view, because poking fun means you're just joking around, and I'm sure they must know it. And if they don't know it, then you just got to let them know that you're just poking fun. But yeah, insulting is pretty much blunt and in your face.
Yeah, just like whenever they were making those videos when Sterling Rivera and Spring on Elm Street was making those hate videos about Ramboroff, you believe it was pretty much uncalled for, right?
Well, I mean, I understand probably what they're trying to say. They just like, I think they're just, you know, they may not like that he's just making a long video of mostly just, you know, ranting with cuss words and not actually, you know, seemingly giving a good, you know, descriptive detail information of why he's feeling the way he feels. But as you know, if you look at the video fully, he does go into it, and you know, it's just between the rants, but they're not looking between the rants, and that's their problem.
Yeah, I did notice that on Spring on Elm Street's channel, a majority of stuff about Rambo Ride for Life was actually taken down. So I guess someone, or either him or someone else, reported it, because it's about time that some of those videos get taken down.
That, or they're just a bunch of SJW pussies who talk tough, but then when they get called out on it, they delete their shit and then run like chickens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of that on Twitter. You know, someone posts a disparaging remark about I don't know, a big person online, like that Star Wars girl, and then when she retorts back, either they keep fighting, or they completely delete their tweet and then you know, run and not interact again, like a bunch of chickens.
Yeah. It's unbelievable how people go to far lengths just to attack each other just on a difference of opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable.
Hail
Completely...
Biden touch. Sadly, everything you touch doesn't turn to gold.
Yeah, the Biden touch has entered the room, folks.
Couldn't resist that.
Oh, Brett Lamar, I actually had that movie, The Professional. It was Natalie Portman's film debut. I have both movies, actually. Definitely like the director's cut a little better because it does flesh out the characters a bit more and kind of learn why Leon's there and stuff like that. So yeah.
Another thing I did like about Pulp Fiction, there was this politician recently. I think it was at Congress. What was the guy's name again, bud?
What are you talking about?
The splice editing of Pulp Fiction with this senatorial guy or something like that in a courtroom. You don't remember? You're the expert of these political stuff.
There's like 9 million politicians. You gotta give me more than that.
You remember the whole I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing? And then, yeah, the Brett, a guy named Brett, right?
Oh, the Brett Kavanaugh.
Yeah, Brett Kavanaugh. That was good. I like that scene where you know, someone edited Brett Kavanaugh's testimony with, you know, Samuel L. Jackson talking to the guy named Brett in Pulp Fiction. It was funny.
Yeah, he's a yonko.
In fact, if I can find it, I'll leave a link on it. Ooh, there we go. All righty.
I listen carefully.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Hold on. I'm trying to. Let's see. Or is this just the darn testimony with no Samuel L. Jackson? Yeah, it's the damn testimony with no Samuel L. Okay, here we are. I think it is.
Yeah, just say it. I double dare you.
Oh, darn it. Wrong button. Stupid. In fact, actually, you know what? I think I could screen share this. Can I? I mean, I don't think it should get in trouble, should it? I mean, it's just a funny bit, you know? We're just reacting to it. What we were mentioning, yeah, there is such venom toward Fandom Menace, and they claim Fandom Menace are the toxic ones. Yeah, hypocrisy much. Oh, don't? Oh, okay. But yeah, I will definitely leave the link. Let's see. Copy video URL, and let's see. Brett Kavanaugh. Pulp Fiction. There we go. That is a funny one. I definitely encourage anyone who is a fan of Pulp Fiction to check that out. Or even just Samuel L. Jackson and the way he talks, you know, the way he's always such a smart ass. I would actually, I can actually picture a combination of Star Wars and Pulp Fiction. Bocce, motherfucker, can you speak it?
I'm looking at watching it right now.
Check out the big.
You might want to turn the volume down. I don't want to get the thing messed with. Yeah, cops will bust me.
I don't think
yeah,
they busted me yet for playing some music yet, but
yeah, apparently they do that with videos as well, which really is stupid, honestly. But
they should put that stream on private or something.
Yeah. And speaking of which, Jesse actually asked me something interesting the other day, and let me pull it up.
Which Jesse is this? The one that's in the chat?
Yeah, Jesse Miller at the Crow's Nest.
Okay.
The guy who helped me, become more decent at GTA and Battlefront. And Friday the 13th. Let's see. Oh, no, wrong button. Darn it. Why am I pressing wrong buttons these days? Anyways, okay, here we are, videos. So, if I can just get them. Oh, is that it? No, okay, live stream, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, get rid of that. Don't need that. Come on, where is it? It was here. It was here. I don't know why it's not here at the moment. Friday the 13th.
Hey, Brian, the Observer has it going, man.
Yeah, I apparently it's not even it's on the old style, but it's not on this new format. Unless maybe I can change the Classic Studio. Okay, maybe that'll work.
Yeah, Biden touch. The Texans are getting shut out so far.
Come on.
I'm pretty sure East Side Road is definitely more riled up.
Okay. Jesse Miller wanted to know about this, so give me a moment here. Watched OT Star Wars clips where Vader's lines are replaced with Full Metal Jacket. Oh, you think that's cool? Watch ones where Vader's lines are replaced with Bane from The Dark Knight Rises and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Those are some good stuff. But anyways,
I've listened to the Gordon Ramsay version of Vader. That's funny. Yeah, kiss you, ask goodbye.
Okay. Yeah, so this is some of my videos that I posted on my actual site. Jesse Miller wanted to know about what happened with my Holiday Horrors Friday the 13th Uncut Watch Party. Yeah, it says video removed or inappropriate content. There is an appeal button here, but I just don't know if I don't want to rush. If I can appeal it, I don't want to rush into it without a good solid argument. And then as for the inappropriate content, it says video removed, whatchamacallit. Supposedly it was the result of policies and safety are nonsense. I don't get it. Come on. Oh, great. Now my screen froze.
Not that cold in here, is it?
Okay. Yeah, just this thing is just it don't make sense. I don't get it. I mean, it was just a movie. I was trying to keep it low volume, and yet it freaking got hit. Vader Sessions. I didn't see that yet, but I will get to it. But yeah. Yeah, I just wish I knew what the hell that whole thing was about and why I got a freaking warning for it when, yeah, we were all having a good time discussing it. The conversation was constant. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, 20 minutes in, the moment I start showing the video, then it just gets removed. It wasn't until I noticed Jesse saying it in the chat that I noticed it. Oh, you're at work? Okay. No worries. But yeah,
I have a question. What does it mean by copyright claim when I go to my YouTube studio?
Huh?
I have a question. What does it mean by copyright claim?
Oh, that means that maybe there's a piece of audio or music that is copyrighted. But if you check it out, what it is that they're claiming is copyrighted, if it turns out to be completely bogus bullshit, you can actually dispute it because there was one when I first did the Karate Kid Part 3 review. I got hit with a claim about using the audio from the movie when Daniel was about to give up and Mr. Miyagi told him not to. They said it was I used this particular type of music. That music had nothing to do with it. That was a bogus claim. So I disputed it, and yeah, it got removed.
Okay. Apparently, it says not affected. I guess that's the good news. This is not a copyright strike. Okay, I guess that's the good news.
It's dubbing over Star Wars Darth Vader scenes with audio from other James Earl Jones movies. Okay, that makes sense. That's cool. I get it now why it says Vader Sessions. I didn't quite understand it myself. Click it, replace, or mute audio, or dispute. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, if they make a wrongful they can make wrongful claims. Like I said with the Karate Kid Part 3 review, there was a wrongful claim there, so I disputed it and it got removed. What is funny is how I got copyright struck for using "You're the Best" by Joe Esposito in the Karate Kid Part 3 review, yet I didn't get that claim for the first Karate Kid review. How's that for screwy?
Can you start over again? What were we saying?
Oh, and I used the "You're the Best" song by Joe Esposito in the Karate Kid Part 3 review. It was in the first Karate Kid movie. Yep. And I got copyright struck for it on Part 3, but not for Part 1. How screwy is that?
So you used the song both times, you're saying?
Yeah.
Huh, that is weird. Very
weird. Maybe because they could accept it because it was in the first Karate Kid, but because I put it with the third movie where it wasn't heard, that's where it got, struck. Makes sense, I guess.
Yep.
You'll make someone else be able to monetize your video or my video, or even though we aren't able to. Plus, it removes view hours for the video. Oh. Always use cover songs.
Yeah, that's what Brian says.
Okay. what exactly are cover songs?
Another artist singing it instead of
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what it is.
yeah, but it kind of sucks. I mean, you kind of want to hear the original, don't you?
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Pink
but-
Flag?
Nah, that's true. I mean, that's the thing also with Star Wars Theory when he did that. Jeez. Can you not knock shit over?
I didn't knock anything over. It fell over.
You walked right by it and it fell over.
I didn't touch it.
You didn't have to.
Break? Did the record get broken?
No, he dropped his mop. Ow!
The
Who
three.
does that?
It's a good old Three Stooges thing, isn't it?
Yeah. And I will say this. I have the live action the Three Stooges movie, and I watched the Three Stooges on old TV. It's good.
Yep, Stooge Mania.
I got mode. There's a song called something like Pam will lose her head, but I keep forgetting. I keep getting the strikes on the Friday. Oh yeah. Pam loses her head. Yeah, I got that same thing too when I first played the Friday the 13th game and streamed it. There actually, if you go to the options menu, there actually is a edit out or mute copyrighted music, so you can stream it. There is some music that plays, but the ones that are copyrighted won't get heard or something like that. So that way you won't get struck when you stream. But yeah, but yeah, I love the Three Stooges. I have to thank Lethal Weapon because, you know, Riggs always wanted to watch that stuff in his spare time. So I have to thank Lethal Weapon for getting me into that old classic.
Yep.
About to endure a 4-hour jam session. But yeah, essentially the like I was saying about cover songs, Star Wars Theory, when he made that Vader fan film, you know, he couldn't use the classic John Williams score. He had to make a cover version of that music. And yet they struck him because it sounded identical to the John Williams music. So it was a bogus claim, and thankfully, after fan outrage, that claim got removed.
That's good.
So yeah, we got justice that day. He definitely got justice.
He got the justice.
Mm-hmm.
Justice for Star Wars Theory. Maybe he should do if they needed to do a redo of the Star Wars films, he definitely should be involved in some capacity.
Yeah. I mean, I understand if he's retiring after this, you know, Rose of Soy Woke or debacle, but he should definitely be consulted for the music. And I personally wouldn't mind, you know, all of his all the tracks from the previous original 6 movies being reused in future movies. I mean, because let's face it, I mean, just as long as they provide some original new music to go with it. But I mean, let's face it, one of the things we all love about a new Star Wars product, whatever it is the classic music.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, the Clone Wars video game where they dealt with the Dark Reaper for the PlayStation 2, that was mostly featuring the OT trilogy music, and yet it was still good to hear.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't have a problem with, like, the Burning Homestead theme playing when Rey used the Force to call upon the Skywalker lightsaber to her hand in The Force Awakens. Because I was like, okay, now shit just got real. But yeah, I mean, it just, I don't mind when they use the old music even in the newer stuff, just as long as they can provide some, you know, new music to get mixed with it. Heck, I like the Republic Commando music, even though it's like not too new. There's not much to it. Just like probably the 1 or 2 themes.
You're not flapping your gums. It's food.
Yeah. Well, this talking Star Wars didn't go quite as I had hoped, but I'll try and confer with OG Star Wars, and we'll try to reschedule it. But yeah, I'm gonna call this a stream now so I can eat.
Okay.
But thank you all for joining, and even though it didn't go quite as we hoped, but yeah, there's always next time, and you can bet on that. Take care, everyone.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh, also, I forgot. Why don't you plug your channel?
Okay, well, for those who are not sub to me, I'm Open Minded Movement. I do reviews. I did some Cowboy updates, but I'm not doing that because they're not in the playoffs. And I just recently started doing live streams, and whenever I do, hopefully y'all feel free to check it out. And you like what I do, I'll keep grinding at it and bring the best content to the best of my ability. So hopefully you like what I do. You can bet on that.
And give him a like.
Sure, I can use all the likes I need.
All right. Take care, everyone. Peace
Later.
out. Have a good night. And maybe I'll see you later if I do the game stream like I intended. Take care.
What's wrong with you?